Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm here in the backyard today of an abandoned house because I got the tip that there is a beautiful abandoned oldtimer left behind here in a barn. For that we're gonna search first. Josephine is with me here today. Check her out, the link will be in the description for my Instagram. She takes beautiful pictures and yeah, I'm a big car lover. Some of you might know this, and when I got the tip that here in the backyard there should be some sort of a really valuable Citroen Type C Oldtimer, I had to come here. So we're now gonna go on an adventure and see if we can find it. Yes, this is the backyard over here next to the barn. And the first room that we see, let's have a look. A regular old toilet. Because this was an old school farm home of a really old man. And he lived in this place all his life. But he had the sanitary outside to go to the toilet, like we see in other abandoned farms. Pretty overgrown right now. Let's look into this one. Wow, let me turn on the light real quick, otherwise you won't see anything in here. This is a little bit where some animals could be stored. Lots and lots of spider webs over the years that it got abandoned. Oh my gosh. Also not the room that I'm looking for. Another part of the barn. Wow. Okay, let's go a bit further. I think it should be the last one. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Maybe this one? Oh yes, I see something. Look at this. This is an abandoned Citroen Type C Oldtimer from 1915. Whoa. One of my favorite oldtimers of all time. Honestly, this is one of the best finds I've ever done. Because, yeah, I always go to these beautiful villas with all the furniture left behind, but a car like this, in this state, from somebody that had it his whole life probably, is just magnificent in my eyes. Let's have a look. The engine's still present. Look at that. This was the horn for the car. I think it's a 4-stroke engine. I see 4 spark plugs. Wow! If you do a little bit of maintenance on this car, I'm sure this one still would drive. It's a Citroën, a French brand. Yeah, you probably know it. Here's where you would fill it up. It's also a convertible. Josephine, you want to help me out get the convertible top off? This still works. Have to be a bit careful that we don't break it. I think we shouldn't do it. No, let's put it back. Let's put it back. Okay, be careful. Yes, needs some maintenance. But you can see this one has not 2 seats but 3 seats. One here in the middle at the back, as you can see. You could take 3 people with you. Wow. For the most part it's the same. There's this beautiful clock worked into the car. Look at that. And this is how you would start the car. You have this crank over here and you would crank the car really hard, and then you would pull a lever somewhere inside of the car and it would fire up. But people almost lost their hands and broke bones from trying to crank the cars. And of course the owner of the car wouldn't do it himself, but because this was a very luxurious car. But look at this. If this car is probably worth around, I would say 20,000 euros right now, in good condition, not in this state. But if somebody would come here and decided to steal this car, he would have to cut down this whole field over here with trees and everything, because this is the only way that this car can get out of this garage. Wow. Another little novel feature about this car is that it doesn't have a door on the driver's side. The only door that's in this car that opens up is the door on the passenger side. So if the driver wanted to get into the car, he had to go to the other side of the car, like this, and go in like this. Then he could get into the car. Let me just quickly go in. So you could take 3 people with you. I'm gonna sit behind the wheel for a second. Josephine's helping me out here, but I wanted to sit in front of this car in the driver position. Wow, I would love to own one of these. The controls are almost the same as a normal car. There's 3 pedals: brake, acceleration, and clutch. Wow, I think this would be for the horn or to start it. Lovely. Okay, and then I also wanted to film the home of the person that owned this car, so let's go there right now. Okay. Okay, that was the car. Now it's time to make our way back through the forest and have a look at the house. Crazy how you have to do sometimes to explore these places. There's even a battery left behind here in the garden. If you put it into the car, maybe it starts again. Oh my gosh. And this was the house. So let's go inside there right now. Look at this. How I'm gonna ever do this? Okay, we succeeded. Let's go inside of the place and see what this man left behind. It seems like a real big mess inside of here, but just let's go through it anyway. Some jackets of him left behind over here, and another car battery down there. Wow. This was his hallway where he came into the house. Oh my gosh, this is a huge mess. What happened in here? There's always those questions that I ask myself. This seems like it was the living room. And the stove down there. The stove is still very beautiful. As you can see, it's a nice stove. An old radio over here in the corner. He also had some Singer sewing machines inside of this place. Yes, this is a Singer over there. And over here is another Singer sewing machine. This is still very nice to see one of those left behind in this place, still untouched. Oh my gosh. Some unopened wine bottles next to it. Another junk room. See, there's a little crib left behind here. Maybe he had a child or a grandchild that came here. Interesting, very interesting. Oh, the living room is still pretty nice. Oh wait, let me just close this up. This is the entrance hall. And this piece of furniture over here, you see them mostly in old houses. And this is where they, when they came into the house, they hang up their coats and put on off their shoes. You can see there are a lot of shoes left behind here. Also women's shoes and some men's shoes as well. Wow. A lot of spider webs on the door as well. Crazy to see. Nobody's been in this place for such a long time. A true time capsule. The living room is still pretty nice actually. Wow, I didn't expect this. They said to me that the house was completely destroyed, but yeah, I think it's still doable. I like the pieces of furniture that are inside of this room. Like this little cabinet filled with cups and plates and other kind of stuff. Oh wow. It looks like cookies or something like that. Mini Roshis. What do we have over here? like a letter from 1954. Wow, it's from Mr. Etienne. That's pretty cool. So maybe the owner, his name was Etienne. Let's close that up. I also like this little lamppost. Maybe you would put the magazines down here. And the rest of the living room, yeah. 2004, we got a date. Wow, that's a pretty long time ago. 16 years from now, then this place got abandoned. Insane. 2 couches left behind, here to the side. But much more there's not to see inside of this room. What I also notice is that there are lots of toys over here. Got these cups, maybe some grandchildren came over to this place. And yeah. Here's also some text on the wall in Dutch. Mr. Etienne, I'm gonna call him that. Also had a kitchen where he also needed to eat, of course. And in this kitchen, all the things are left behind. All his drinks and food and the last dishes that he made inside of here. What? Oh, the spices, says Josephine. All the spices on top of his stove. Where's the soup? Oh, oh, this looks disgusting. Oh, this looks disgusting. No. Oh my gosh. Look at all of this food that's left in here for 16 years. Where did you see the spider?
Daar.
I want to film the spider, excuse me, before we go upstairs, so viewer discretion is advised. Wow. Another little sink area, maybe to do some more dishes. Or to wash the hands when you came into the house, very important now in these times of Corona. Little built-in cabinet over here. Is there also an upstairs floor? Yeah, of course, we didn't see any bedrooms. So let's head up there right now. Let's see what's left behind upstairs. Whoa, very steep stairway. Oh my gosh. Spider webs are covering everything up here. Look at the stairway. Josephine is coming up. Wow, that's steep. Yeah, he definitely had some grandchildren coming over here. There is another crib left behind. Oh my gosh, I almost went into the flycatcher with my hair. Another crib. Oh, so many cribs. Look at that. I already counted 4 or 5 right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to open this. Oh, it's completely stuck. Here's the bedroom of Mr. Etienne, but there's not much more left of it. And on the other side up here, we also got some sort of storage area. But also over here, except for this suitcase and the other one, there's not much left. I haven't done this door before. This is...
Yeah, success.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Completely flooded. Look at that. Whole basement is flooded. Some wine bottles here to the side. All the houses also had storage areas here to the side before you went into the basement, because it was colder in the basement and then these produce would stay good for longer. Some jam and everything. Okay, that was this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this little novel car that I just shown you and the house of Mr. Etienne that we just explored. And with that all being said, please like, subscribe and comment. There will also be a link in the description where you can support us on Patreon, and that helps us a tremendous amount with all the fuel costs and the traveling. Guys, I will see you next week, and like always, bye bye. Love you.